Our next guests are probably the sweetest little boys you'll ever meet, and their friendship has inspired the world. You see, when young Dylan discovered his best mate Jonah had a rare disease, he decided he wanted to help.
So he came up with a plan. He'd write a children's book and raise money to find a cure. Now, a few $100 obviously would have been a great accomplishment for a youngster, but these kids have just passed the $1 million mark.
It's the middle of the night in California. A 9-year-old Jonah Punazarian is awake. His mother Laura has to feed him a special mixture every 3 hours.
We hope we don't miss an alarm clock because he could die.
Jonah suffers from glycogen storage disease type 1B. It's an extremely rare liver disorder that sees him constantly fighting dangerously low blood sugar levels. He's one of 500 children in the world who have it. While scientists work on a cure, help from someone familiar is on its way.
Hello.
Hello.
That's Dylan Siegel, Jonah's best friend from preschool. He says his friendship with Jonah is as awesome as a chocolate bar. And with that saying came the title for the book. Dylan drew the pictures, wrote the words, and put the rest in his parents' hands.
Cool, okay, I'm going to take 10 of them then.
The book has sold in every state of America and gone global to 56 countries, from Australia to Brazil. And in just 2 years, 8-year-old Dylan has reached his goal to make $1 million.
Thank you, everybody.
Every cent goes towards helping these researchers in Florida find a cure. And they believe they're getting close. 2 boys with an unbreakable bond. Now that is awesome.
I like to help my friends. That is the biggest chocolate ball.
And it just goes to show that anyone in this world can make such a profound impact. It's changed our lives, it's changed his life, and it's changed the life of so many families because of what a 6-year-old did.
Oh, 2 little legends, best friends Jonah and Dylan, join us live from Los Angeles this morning. Good morning to you boys. Now, Dylan,
Good morning.
$1 million, a lot of money. What did you do when you found out how much you'd made?
We
Were you excited? What was your reaction?
What?
What was your reaction when you found out you'd raised $1 million?
We were so happy that we reached $1 million, and we celebrated the $1 million with going to a restaurant and having a sleepover.
Ah, that's a great way to celebrate. Hey, Dylan, people just love your book. For those who don't know about it, can you tell us what the story's about?
The story's about what's awesome to me, like going to Disneyland, going to Universal Studios, going to the arcade.
And eating chocolate, presumably.
Yeah.
And being friends with Jonah.
Yeah.
What was it that made you really want to help your mate?
He was sick, and he has a disease, so I really wanted to help him, so I had an idea to write a book so he could be better.
Indeed. Well, Jonah, I mean, as Dylan says, you have quite a rare disease, and $1 million is a lot of money for research. Do you think that the doctors are getting somewhere in terms of finding a cure?
Well, yeah, because they're really close to finding the cure for Jonah, and they're doing a good job. And
yeah, great.
Hey, Jonah, what does Dylan's friendship mean to you? You've been best mates for a long time, haven't you?
Yeah, we've been mates since preschool, when we were 3.
So you must have been pretty happy when this book sold 1 million copies. Did you ever imagine it would get this big?
Yes, I felt very confident of us that if we worked very hard, and then we could get there.
Absolutely. What would be your message to other little kids who want to help their friends? Just to go ahead and do it if you have a good idea?
Yeah, like to do what you gotta do. Just
Yeah.
Don't be scared to do something. Just do it. If you know you can do it, just do it.
Oh, great.
If you want to do something for someone, you could always do it.
Yeah,
You
beautiful.
could just ask for help or...
Jonah, can I just ask you quickly before we go, do you have a favourite page in the book, a favourite part of the book?
Yes. My favorite page is one of the last pages. It says, I like to help my friends. That is the biggest chocolate bar.
That is beautiful.
You got to
boys,
do what you got to do, guys. I love it. What
Sure
a great
do.
attitude and a fantastic project. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
Pleasure, pleasure. Lovely to meet you, chaps. Not since we interviewed Dame Barbara Cartland. We had, such a prolific author on the show.
You know you're interviewing a little tiny person when their earpiece doesn't quite fit their ear. They're so tiny. That's such a great book, a great initiative. And if you would like to order a copy of Chocolate Bar, we have all the details on the Sunrise website.